Hello, today I'm here to present movientastic. So my name is hinojosa. I'm a graphic designer from Mexico, and I'm very passionate about gender equality. That's why I've decided to create a project, to develop a project that has something to do with the subject. So I'm going to be showing you some of my pieces that relate to the project and that relate to the skills that I need to put this project together. So let's move to the abstract for the application. So movientastic is an app that lets children recreate scenarios from Disney movies. With this app, children would be able to give gender stereotype-free solutions to the problems set in a given scene. So why do we need this app? This project is needed because even though companies like Disney are slowly portraying strong women as leaders in movies, the numbers still favor stories that have men as the leaders of the movies and that are helping incapable and friendless women. And oftentimes they do so for obtaining the women as their final prize. So the goal is to reinforce the idea that women can do things that are amazing and that they can do it by themselves or with help from another woman. And that the role of men is not always just to rescue or to do all the hard work for women, for later on having them as the price of their bravery. So instead, movientastic aims to strengthen the idea that men are able to team up and to empathize with women and vice versa without a price as their motivation. So I want to be creating an iPad app. This iPad app is gonna let children to create a whole new story that they relate to based on a movie or with a storyline of a movie. So while creating their own new story, they're gonna become aware of the gender stereotypes that are embedded in the movies. And they're gonna recognize the need for women and men to have the same opportunities in life, and that they don't have to link their abilities or preferences to their gender. So all this, hopefully, while having fun doing it. So what did I find? Apparently, there are not apps for children that focus in gender equality topics. However, there are many websites that target girls to help them empower themselves towards a gender equality society. But they leave, they leave out men. And without men in the equation, we don't have a gender equality society because half of the population is working towards gender equality while the other half is not quite involved with it. So we need something that involves both men and women in this quest for gender equality. So also, I found out that Disney has a lot of mobile apps that are themed with movies that not necessarily relate to the movie. They're just games. They have many other games in Disney.com that relate to the movies and let kids have a lot of fun while doing certain tasks or reading a story. But there are not many that let the children create their own story based on the movie. So my competitors would be Toy Story Story Theater, is an app for phones, Disney website, disney.com, and bambosi.org. So I picked Toy Story Story Theater as my primary competitor because it lets children to create their own story by picking their characters, scenarios, and to record with their voice their story. They can move. They also can move the characters, and at the end they can watch the story they created. But they still lack of any social message or benefit. My inspirational project would be Disney Animated. If you have time, just look for it. It's a very cool app and it's very extensive and very, very well done. You can do a lot of things with the app. Who is helping me in my project? So last week I talked to Vicky and Rodney Person, and they are very awesome and helpful person. They're very skilled, and Vicky specializes in marketing and publicity, while Rodney specializes in product and strategy management. So for my experience map, what is happening in real life? So we have an Alex, a second grader that loves to read and play dress up. She also loves Disney movies and she tends to watch her favorite movies over and over again. So recently she had the opportunity to run for a student representative, but she lost to a boy in her class. Apparently, rumors were saying that girls are not as good as boys for that role. So lately she watched her new favorite Disney movie because she loves it now. She wants the costume to look like the principal character. She's playing games about the movie on Disney.com, and her mom is also buying her some games themed with the movie. So she recently discovered movientastic app for the movie, and she's enjoying exploring different scenarios and outcomes for the same story. She's analyzing what are the options for the problem that is presented in the app. So after playing with the app for a while now, she has decided that maybe she's gonna run again for a student representative because she feels that just like the character in the movie, she now has like many different options to solve the same problem with different approaches and with different outcomes and different ways to see the problems. So what's happening in the app? So Movientastic presents different solutions for the scenarios of a movie. These solutions are based on the Bechdel test, and the solutions are designed to bring boys and girls to collaborate and work together. The app tries to enforce the idea that women can be excellent leaders and men can be excellent team players, and vice versa. So Alex found this app through her very good friend. Her friend is playing with the app already, and as soon as she knew about that app, she wanted to download it in her tablet, and she set up a new account and started playing with the app. So as soon as she starts playing with the first level, Alex is presented with one of the movie's scene, and she's asked to think how the character could have done things differently. After she tries the different options that the app is presenting her, she has to pick which option feels the more appropriate for the solution. Which option feels more appropriate for the situation. So once she picked the more suitable option, Alex is rewarded by unlocking the next level. She also can save the progress she has made, so the changes to the story she has made, and put it in her own story, in her library. So the more levels she completes, the longer the story becomes and the more complete the story becomes. So she can share the story with her family and her friends, and she can like read and play the story as many times as she wants because it's saved in her application. Although Alex still loves the movie she watched, she also loves the fact that she can be the creator of a new, exciting version of the movie. She can make the characters to do whatever she thinks is the more appropriate, and the story ends up better because Alex made it herself. So my target audience primarily would be kids between 6 and 10 years old that have an access to a tablet, that love Disney movies and live in the Bay Area and are English speakers. The secondary target audience would be their parents. So their parents who are young adults between 25 and 40 years old and are engaged to gender equality issues. So my persona is Alex Thompson, a 8-year-old girl, member of a middle-class family, and she enjoys to watch Disney movies and she likes to play with games related to those movies. Task flow, I'm working on it right now, and my goal would be like to empower kids to think critically about fixing the problems presented in movies with different and stereotype-free approaches. The learning outcomes would be like children would be able to understand that they have the power to change situations, even if they seem to be established certain way, because those situations only reflect social expectations of gender roles. So my mood board contains images from Toy Story Story Theater, some of the games that you can find in Disney.com, the homepage for he4she.org, bambossy.org, and other games you can find in Disney.com. So information architecture is coming soon. The content, I need to create a movie library, or in this case a story library. I have to check if I can get the copyrights for the movies. I have to design at least 2 game levels, I think, and the content and graphics for those 2 levels of the movie, of the one movie, and the animations for the alternative stories in the movies. So my technical plan is user gives and receive information from iPad, and I will have to have front-end coding, back-end coding, and internet that connects both. I'm sorry, I have to go back a little bit. So my development plan is like for user testing is gonna come soon as well, and my plan for classes too. So thank you very much. Please give me your suggestions. Again, I'm Giselle Hinojosa and my app Movientastic. Thank you.